Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I have something very amazing to show you guys. I got a new palette and I'm super excited to show it to you guys because I am super geeked out about this. I got the Game of Thrones Urban Decay palette. I'm so happy. I am obsessed with Game of Thrones. My husband and I binge watched it in a week and we are obsessed and can't stop watching it, and so sad that it's going to be over because it is so good. If you have not seen Game of Thrones, you need to see it. So we're going to look into this palette. It has a decent sized mirror. It's a really big mirror. And a quote here from Daenerys Targaryen. Lannister, Targaryen, Baratheon, Stark, Tyrell. They're all just spokes on a wheel. This one's on top, then that one's on top, and on it spins, crushing those on the ground. Daenerys Targaryen. How awesome is that? And then where the quote is, you open it. And it's the Iron Throne. That is so awesome. And then you just pop it back in there. And then you have this little thing and it pulls out the palette. And these are all the gorgeous colors. So let's get into the swatches. First, we're gonna go into Hard Home. And then we're gonna go into Take the Black, which is a black with like blue sparkles in it. Then we're gonna go into White Walker. Then we're gonna go into Frozen North, which is this gorgeous blue. Look at that. She is gorgeous. And then we're gonna go into Free Folk. Gorgeous. Next, we're gonna go into Winterfell. Then we're gonna go into Nymeria. Then we're gonna go into Winter is Here. Then we're gonna go into Weirwood Leaves. And then we're gonna go into The Sight. Ooh. Ooh, that's a pretty green. Ooh. Then we're gonna go into King's Landing, which is a really pretty, like, yellow. Then we're gonna go into the Red Keep. Then we're gonna go into Casterly Rock. Then we're gonna go into House Lannister. Let's swatch that again. Then we're gonna go into Lannister Red. Then we're gonna go into Bay of Dragons. Then we're gonna go into Stormborn. Then we're gonna go into House Targaryen. Then we're gonna go into Dothraki. Ooh, that's pretty. Then we're gonna go into Bend the Knee. Tell them to bend the knee. Ooh, that's pretty. Now we're gonna go and get into a look. I'm going to prime my eyes. I'm gonna be priming my eyes with the Too Faced Shadow I'm going to be going into the Too Faced Shadow Insurance 24-hour anti-crease eyeshadow primer. And we're just going to put that all over the lid, up to our brow bone, wherever we want our shadow, because we want that shadow to last and to bring out that pigment. And this is a very good eyeshadow primer. I love Too Faced, and their eyeshadow primer is so good. And then we're gonna set our eyes, and I like to set it with like a setting powder, just a little bit. And I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in Fair Light, number 10. Because I'm light, like a ghost. We're just gonna dab that on there. And then kind of rub it in wherever we put the primer to lock that in. So we have a smooth surface for our eyeshadow to go onto. And I have no makeup on right now besides my brows, of course, because the shadows that I'm going to be using are dark, and if you get fallout, you're going to get, like, I'm going to be using blue, so you're going to be getting blue on your face and onto your makeup, and then you're not going to want that on there. And then if you swipe it off, sometimes it doesn't always just swipe off. Sometimes it smears off, and it's just a mess. So it's better to just start off with no makeup on and do your eyeshadow first. I learned from experience. So it's good to start off with a blank canvas first. So with my Luxie 121 mini tapered brush, we're gonna put some tape on our, I'm gonna show you how to do this, because we want a sharp line. And I tried to figure this out because I created it myself, but it took a lot longer to draw a straight line. So I found that tape helps do a quicker job, and it just straight line. And any of you guys can get a straight line with using tape. You just want to angle it where you want your shadow to go, and that's where I want it to go. Looks a little crazy. So now that we look crazy with our tip on our face, but as you can see, you're going to get a straight line. And you'll see when I'm done, I'll take the tape off and reveal it, and it'll look good, I promise. So we're gonna go in with our brush. I'm gonna go into that peach shade, House Lannister. And we wanna brush that all on there. And we wanna get that inner crease onto the third of our lid. And then we're going to want to go into Nymeria. We're going to tap that. And we're just going to brush that where we want our shadow to end. And I'd say we want our shadow to end right about here, where the end of our brow is, right at towards the end of that. This matte brown is a good pigmented matte. And then we're going to want to go into Lannister Red, which is that color. And then we're going to want to go into Take the Black. And what we're doing is we're building up to a dark, dark color. That's why we use a bunch of different shadows. Because if you start off light to a little bit darker than that light color to another little bit darker color to dark to darkest, it will just blend out better. It'll look better. This is going to make it look multi-tonal. It's just going to look so much better than just popping that color that you want on there. Because if you just pop the color that you want on there, it'll just look a mess. You have to build your color to get to where you want it to be. And then we're gonna go into the Frozen North, which is this gorgeous blue color. It's a shimmer, but we're gonna make it work on top of this because we want that blue color. Because I want a wintry Night Queen type of look. I know there isn't any Night Queen, but you know, there's a Night King. And we're just gonna sweep that and blend it as we go. Not worried about how we sweep it because that tape is keeping everything in control. And then I like all the pigment I can get. So I'm going to pop my finger on it. I'm gonna do that carefully so we don't mess up what we created. And then I'm gonna pop my finger on the other side as well. Just brings that blue out. Oh, and it brings out the sparkles. I'm gonna clean off my brush a little bit. And we're gonna go into White Walker. And we're going to put that all over the brow bone. Because I'm going for the wintry Night Queen look. Just kind of blending it to the blue, to the dark blue. Blue on blue. I'm going to take a little bit of Free Folk and mix that to give it a little shimmer. Give it a little something something. And then I'm going to go back into White Walker and just put that blue right over it so we get that color, the White Walker color we want. Then we're going to want to take a brush and go back into the Frozen North, our flat brush, and we're going to make a sharp line where our blue shadow ends for some extra dramatic effect. All the way up until the end of the tape. And then we're gonna go into a clean flat brush. This is one of my Luxie brushes. And we are gonna go into Free Folk. And we're going to go into our lid. Just slide that pigment on there. And then we're going to slide it up and connect it to where we have a little bit of like light blue. We're going to pop it in our inner corner as well. And then we're going to pop our finger on it in our inner corner as well. Because we want all the pigment we can get, and we want to be careful when we get up to by where the light blue is. And then we're gonna go take our big fluffy, any fluffy brush you have, but I like my Alamar Cosmetics fluffy brush. I love Alamar Cosmetics' brushes. They're amazing. They just do the job so well, especially for blending. Just, I love their brushes. They're so good. And then we're just gonna blend those two colors together. on the lid. And now we're going to take off our tape very carefully. Now, see what I mean about the blue and not wearing makeup? So now we're gonna go into our Mini Round Luxie 141 brush. And we're gonna go into the shade White Walker. We're gonna adjust that on our lower lash line. This is such a good brush to get into your lower lash line, like really good. And then next we're gonna go into Free Folk. And we're just gonna connect it to our inner corner. And then we're gonna go into the Frozen North and we're gonna connect that to our wing that we have going on. That reminds me of a Night Queen, but it also reminds me of like the Black Swan, but it's the Blue Swan. The Winter Swan. And now we're gonna go into our long-lasting liquid lipstick, Havana Nights by Ofra. And this reminds me of the White Walker shade. Okay, now I'm going to wipe off this blue, do my face makeup real quick, and my liner and lashes, and then we'll be done with this look. Okay guys, this is the final look. It just screams winter and White Walker and everything that just went down, and I'm gonna stop right there before I mess up anything. You guys have to watch Game of Thrones. It's amazing. I didn't really sneak too many spoilers. I don't think I snuck any spoilers really. So good. This palette is amazing. If you love Game of Thrones, you need to get this. If you want it for a collector's item, it's amazing. The shadows are amazing. And Too Faced Shadow Insurance is amazing. It makes your eyeshadows pop. It's so good. I hope you guys liked this tutorial today. And I hope you enjoyed this craziness that I created. And next week, I'm thinking I'm going to do a look with the Bay of Dragons in the palette, and it'll be a little bit more toned down, and maybe a little bit of Winterfell as well. But yeah, just my first impression, I had to go all out for this. So I went a little crazy. Next week, I won't go as crazy, I promise. But I feel like this look showed off the pigment in the palette, and it's so stunning. I love it. So thanks for stopping by and watching my channel. If you like this video and want to see more, or liked any of my other videos and want to see more, please like and subscribe down in the bottom, and comment if you have any comments for me. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I love you. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.